everyone. My name is Manisha Mishra. I'm a teacher turned life and happiness coach and a healer on a mission to help and inspire you on your self development journey. Welcome to the Manisha Mishra Show, where we bring experts from various industries to share their knowledge and wisdom and help you elevate your life standards. So let's welcome our today's guest, His Excellency Mr. Akhilesh Mishra, the Ambassador of India to Ireland. With a distinguished career in diplomacy, Sir plays a vital role in strengthening the bonds between India and Ireland. So today we will deep delve into his own personal journey, the evolving relationships between India and Ireland, and Sir's insights and perspectives on growth and opportunities for Indian diaspora here in Ireland. So let's get started and stay tuned till the end for this enlightening and insightful conversation. Do put your comments in the comments box below if you have any. So thank you so much, sir, for being here on my show today. And I feel so humbled and so honored for your presence today on my show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks to you, and also my good wishes and greetings to all the listeners of this podcast.
Thank you so much. So, sir, we will start our conversation just by knowing more about you. Tell us something more about you and your experiences from India to Ireland. How has it been?
Thank you so much. As you know, I am Ambassador of India to Ireland since October 2021. Before that, I was in Delhi in the Ministry of External Affairs and also as Director General of ICCR. I have also served as Ambassador of India to Maldives and Consul General of India in Toronto. I belong to Indian Foreign Service and have had 9 assignments abroad, starting from Lima, Rome, Kathmandu, San Francisco, Dar es Salaam, Kabul, Toronto, Male, and now Dublin, and also 3 stints in Delhi in the Ministry of External Affairs. My personal academic background is engineering. I have done a BTech and MTech in mechanical engineering from IIT BHU, Varanasi. But also, besides areas of diplomacy and international relations and technology, I'm also personally interested in Indian culture, particularly the philosophical and intangible aspects of our heritage, languages, literature, poetry, and I'm really fascinated by the richness of the Sanskrit literature, starting from Vedic and Upanishadic and epic Ramayana and Mahabharata, but also more societal issues like Arthasastra and Rajniti. So these are immense and the Kavya Shastra. So the Sanskrit has so much of wealth of wisdom which is not properly understood, particularly in the contemporary context. So that is also one major area of my interest. And my knowledge of Sanskrit has been tremendously useful to me because the grammar of Sanskrit is so evolved, so scientific, so sophisticated that with that understanding, I'm able to learn any foreign language or any Indian language with great ease. And I was able to learn Spanish in just a few months and also learn Italian in a few months. And with some exposure, I can understand Arabic and Persian and Bengali, Nepali. Nepali I speak. So any language I'm interested in, I'm very confident that I'll pick up because of the rooting in the Sanskrit grammar. So this is a very rich and very valuable heritage that India has in form of Sanskrit language.
Very true. Thank you so much for sharing this, sir. And I have also seen your video on Instagram. I think you have given a speech on Sanskrit. So I have seen that video and it was quite fascinating. So thank you so much. I will share the recording of that video in the description below so that our viewers can also see. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing this. So now, on a lighter note, tell us one thing you love about Ireland and one thing you miss the most about India.
Yeah, Ireland is so beautiful as a country, and also the people are genuinely very warm-hearted, very kind, affectionate, and welcoming. Particularly to Indians, we feel very much at home, and we feel spontaneous, natural affinity at the grassroots level, at the people's level.
Hmm.
I have been myself to many counties of Ireland, and everywhere I have found similar, very natural, spontaneous welcome. So
Wow.
the people of Ireland, their affinity, their kindness, their spirit of welcome, and a very natural affinity, historical linkage, connection with India. So Ireland at the people's level is very, very inspiring. It's a very positive, warm experience that I had along with my wife and also my colleagues in the Indian Embassy. We all are welcomed wherever we go. So this is a very special, friendly feeling that we enjoy in Ireland. But also, we are very fascinated by the richness of Ireland's culture. The literature, the poetry, the painting, the creative industries, entertainment. There are a lot of fascinating aspects of Irish culture that we are exploring, and we feel very enriched every day. But also, I must say, I'm personally, I'm really enjoying the Irish weather. Many people may complain about some changes, but I find the Irish weather very equable, very moderate, no extremes. And whatever happens, the air of Ireland is so fresh, so rejuvenating that
Yeah.
I feel grateful every day. And with regard to what I miss, I naturally miss India. As Lord Rama says, Api Swarnamayi Lanka Nabe Lakshmana Rochate Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. So there is no country like India. Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. Our country is unique, exceptionally beautiful, so rich. So I do miss the soil of India and uh, the cultural vibrancy, the colors of India we miss. And also, as summer season is here, every day we miss mangoes.
Yeah, very true. That's so nice. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing this and making this answer so captivating. You covered all the various aspects of, just defining the beautiful culture, the weather of Ireland, as well as the beauty of India. So, thank you so much for bringing this beautiful answer. So now, sir, I would love to jump into my another question, which is, let's talk about something related with students here, because a lot of students come to Ireland for studying. So what advice would you give to Indian students who are considering studying in Ireland, who are on their journey to choose any of the colleges for their further studies here in Ireland?
Thank you. First of all, I would like to say something about the highest importance that government of India attaches to youth, and
Okay.
particularly the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Modi has accorded centrality to empowerment of youth. Youth population is India's greatest asset, the demographic dividend. We are a
Hmm.
country of young people and also growing workforce. So, at a time when most countries, most developed, rich countries are facing the prospect of shrinking labor force and growing dependency ratio, India is a country which will see growth of the workforce, professional work uh, force pool of manpower growing over the
Hmm.
next 50 years. So this is our
Hmm.
greatest strategic asset, and we have to work together to harness its potential. And this is the
Hmm.
vision of our Prime Minister. So one general message to all people of India is that India today values their youth and also accords highest priority. And India is transforming in a manner which we have not seen in the pre-Modi era.
Hmm.
There are enormous new opportunities are coming up for the youth of tomorrow, youth of
Hmm.
today, which we as young students did not have. There are a lot of uh, new opportunities are available.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very, very vibrant situation and bright future that Indian youth have. This is my general message of optimism and self-confidence and self-pride in your country and country's potential, country's profile, growing global profile, which will help Indian youth. And specifically about the people who are interested in education abroad, my very sincere advice is that uh, everyone should feel the individuality of oneself. Every single human being is uniquely created by the Almighty. Every single human being has very distinct, unique talents, unique instincts, unique gifts given by the Almighty.
Yeah.
So, basic advice, fundamental advice to everyone is that uh, believe in yourself and your individuality, your uniqueness, your potential, your caliber, your natural instinct. So don't ever compare yourself with anyone else. Don't copy anyone's life trajectory. Don't emulate like a herd what someone else is doing or what something is what is seen as a recipe of success. There is no guaranteed recipe for success. Every individual has to find his or her natural way to succeed and make a mark and realize one's full potential. So this is, don't copy, don't apply for a course, don't apply for a university because someone else has applied and secured good marks and good jobs and growth and development.
Yeah.
What has have worked with one individual may not work for anyone else. Also the life trajectory is not a straight line and it's also not reversible. What's what glorious success story has been achieved by Sachin Tendulkar, for example, or Sunil Gavaskar. If he himself has to retrace the path, I'm not sure the same result will be obtained. Their own children have not been able to retrace their parents, their father's path. So life is full of like uncertainties and is not a straight line progression. So stick to your instincts, identify your natural instinct. What do you like to do? And based on that, you choose your future, your professional, your life. If you are able to find the perfect fit between what you like to do and what you get as your profession, then that is the best guarantee for your excellence and your success. So this is my basic fundamental advice to everyone. Second is uh, you make like everyone's condition is different, the financial situation of every student is different,
Yeah.
the family condition of everyone may be different. So keep that in mind and accordingly choose. And also, if with regard to which country you go for higher education, which university you go for higher education, which city you go for higher education, they all become secondary. The most important thing is that are you getting the subject that you really want to study or not? So first do an internal meditation, introspection. Think like what is that that is in consonance with your passion, your natural love to do. Once you have clarity on that, then accordingly you start choosing all your options. Indian youth are extremely talented. They are very creative. They are very vibrant, and their inheritance of culture and philosophy and way of looking at things, solving complex issues, and not being obsessed with binaries, black and white, or simplistic narratives. So, as Indians, we have tremendous resources, tremendous power, which we have inherited naturally. So there is a great reason for all of us to feel positive and optimistic.
Very true. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing this beautiful answer. And I really love the way you have, emphasized on finding the passion, the true calling while choosing your career path. This is very important. And you very well said that people, they copy others and they see that he or she has done this thing. I should go ahead with the same thing. And ultimately, they land upon not feeling happy about what they are doing. So, thank you so much for this amazing advice, sir. And I think the students who are going to uh, see this podcast are going to really listen to their inner voice, their true calling while choosing their career paths. So, thank you very much. Um, Sir, now I would love to ask from you that what kind of challenges do you see that the students face while studying in Ireland and accommodating with the culture and the ethnicity or the education here in Ireland?
For students in Ireland, this is very like I have been in Ireland for about 2.5 years, and I have
Mm-hmm.
seen how Ireland is becoming more and more attractive to Indian students. Indian students account for about 10,000 fresh enrollments every year in Irish
Okay.
universities. And India
Nice.
has become the number one source of international students in Irish universities. Also, all Irish universities have very strong ties with India, and they have their representatives in India. So Irish education is becoming more and more popular among Indian students. It's a very good, healthy sign.
Yeah.
But also, the other side is that Ireland, as a small country, has limitations in terms of accommodation availability and also healthcare facilities. And also classes becoming more and more dominant by Indian origin students.
Okay.
Like I have seen classes where the entire class is Indian, or 80% or 90% students are Indian. So that like undermines the basic purpose of international education, where the student is expected to have a broader network of students to connect with and reach more international exposure.
Mm.
So when students come to Ireland, then their agenda should be not only to get the curricular studies and the university, the education in the university, but also on the softer side, they have to make a conscious effort to network with students from other countries, and not just remain restricted to your comfort zone of Indian community and Indian. Maybe you can also get enough number of students from your own town. So
Mm.
it's not a
Yeah.
good idea to just stick to your own community. It's very important to connect with, learn from from other students, from Irish students, and also from students from other third countries, because that is the richness of foreign education.
Mm.
Second aspect is in future, I believe the sectoral segmented studies are going to be less and less relevant. The
Okay.
youth of tomorrow will have to deal with more and more complex issues, more and more interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary subjects. So it is even more important for the youth of tomorrow that they must have a broader vision and not just confined to their own narrow segmented areas of study. It's good
Okay.
for them to go and attend lectures pertaining to other faculties, and interesting themes being discussed, and new trends being discussed and debated. So it's important that they must be more active, even literally,
Hmm.
attend more exposure programs, learn
Hmm.
about trends in areas which are not directly related to your area of study.
Hmm.
This is very important. And also, as Ireland is becoming more and more diverse, so there are issues relating to the general attitude of Irish people towards foreigners. So people will have to be conscious of their personal safety. It is also very important that they take utmost precautions for their own individual safety, and also in terms of healthcare, they have to be very, very careful, because in Ireland there is a growing issue of limitation of the healthcare availability. It's good for Indian students to have a personal physician, family physician in India, and stay in contact with them.
Thank you so much, sir. I think you have given, you've taken a lot of areas to tell the students that like students should look towards the versatility and variety, not only remain clubbed with their communities. So that's really a very important message. Thank you very much. So, sir, I would love to ask from you another question related to Indian diaspora here in Ireland. So, what initiatives are in place to support the integration and well-being of Indian diaspora in Ireland? I see you like doing a lot of work in embassy regarding the cultural pursuits, regarding the literature pursuits on your Instagram page and Twitter as well. So I know that you are doing a lot of efforts to inculcate and to bring the Indianized things for the Indian community here in Ireland. So we would love to hear more about all these things from you, sir.
First of all, I'm very privileged to have a very vibrant Indian community in Ireland. It is general estimate is around 80,000 strong Indian diaspora in Ireland. About 45,000 Indian nationals, Indian passport holders, and the rest Indian origin Irish nationals. So it's a very vibrant community. It's a growing community, and also it's a very professionally very qualified, very rich community. Everyone is minimum graduate degree holder. Everyone is a professional. Everyone is very hardworking, creative, and they are seen by Irish people as a positive force, enriching the Irish society. So everywhere I go in Ireland, I hear the positive remarks and very warm sentiments by the Irish interlocutors about how they see the contribution of Indian community members in their constituency. So this is a very heartening situation, very nice feeling for me as India's representative. On our part as embassy, we have taken a number of initiatives. First of all, our main job as embassy, as Government of India's representative in Ireland, is to provide consular services like passport renewal, OCI, or attestation of documents, or other kind of government-related services. So that is our highest priority. That's also responsibility of the embassy to deliver these services transparently, timely, efficiently, and also with minimal inconvenience. So we have been focusing on how to improve the transparency of our services, making information about the procedure and all the things available on our website, so that people know about what are the requirements, what is the exact procedure for any service they are seeking, so they don't have to be troubled. Everything is clearly spelled out. You prepare your documentation accordingly, and these services will be delivered in a very timely manner, efficiently, and also no one needs to know someone in the embassy. Is kind of impersonal. Service is our duty, and it will be delivered to you. This is one, and second aspect is in terms of connecting with the people and also getting their honest, candid feedback. So we have been quite active on social media platforms, all social media platforms. We are quite active on emails. So my general advice to Indian friends is that they should avoid making phone calls because consular issues by nature require specific attention. So the best they can do is send an email, and then it will be attended to, responded to timely. There's no issue. Second is, we have also set up emergency contact facilities, emergency response mechanism for services outside working hours. They are available to our community members. The details have been posted on our website, also social media. So please make use of them. Third is we have also open house system, where we announce it, where anyone from the Indian community, if he or she has any general issue with the consular services, then they can avail of that open window. You don't need prior appointment. You can just come or participate online. So the open house facility is also for the convenience of the people.
Okay.
So we all welcome constructive suggestions. And also, like, if any constructive feedback about how to improve, how to make it more easy, more user friendly. So we have a very rich community, IT professionals, technocratic experts. So if anyone has any suggestion about how to do things better, please share your thoughts. Also, in order to connect the Indian community and work together with the Indian community in Ireland, we are doing a number of monthly activities. We have kind of series of activities. And the basic guiding spirit is Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. The Indian embassy is for whole of India. We represent whole of India, and also Indian community from whichever community, whichever religious group, whichever linguistic group they belong to, whichever part of India they come from, they all have equal entitlement on our resources, our time, our attention. And also we are seeking to have a fuller, broader, holistic presentation of India. So we have started state-focused events, like different states, like Maharashtra, UP, or Punjab, or Odisha. So we identify a state, and then we focus on the economic and trade opportunities, developments, policy evolutions of that state in a holistic manner, so that we are able to project the novelties and uniqueness of each state. Similarly, we have a state tourism events, where under which we showcase tourism potential of each state. Third is a state cultural presentation. So we are working with the Indian community from different states of India, and the community comes and makes a presentation in the embassy about their own holistic cultural richness. So there's dance, music, literature, cuisine, craft, and we record that presentation and disseminate it through wider social media platforms. So, the information about one state is accessed by people in Ireland, and also outside Ireland, belonging to different communities, different provinces. Also, we have, in order to promote business opportunities, we are doing sectoral promotional events, identifying IT or startup or healthcare or logistics or infrastructure or finance. So we are or agriculture. So we are identifying sectors, and we try to connect with the Indian community here and relevant stakeholders of Ireland and India. So we are doing that series of engagements as well. We also have a specific tailor-made events for students, for startups of Indian origin. We have done some event. Also, we are focusing on embassy as a platform for business networking among relevant sectoral players.
Okay.
Yeah. And also we have for India, Ireland, sharing of ideas and sharing of success stories, inspiring messages. We have a recurring series of India Ireland Friendship Lecture Series.
Okay.
Under that, we invite Irish friends who have done some excellent work or some niche area of experience in their domain, and then they make a presentation in the embassy, and we disseminate again through social media. Similarly, some innovative workers from India in different fields, whether it's culture or science and technology or policy planning or different areas, literature. So they deliver lecture on the virtual or mixed mode platform, and we disseminate very widely through social media.
Okay, that's great. So I think, sir, you have shared a lot of initiatives that embassy has taken, and a lot of things and activities that embassy is taking care of. So thank you so much for bringing all these amazing initiatives taken by the embassy for Indian diaspora, as well as for inculcating that and enriching the friendship between India and Ireland as well. So many congratulations to you for the work that embassy is doing. It's remarkable, sir. Now, I would love to ask from you something related to the India Ireland collaboration. So, are there any particular sectors or areas where you see potential for increased collaboration between India and Ireland as far?
First of all, as India's ambassador to Ireland, I'm very fascinated by the unique growth trajectories of India and Ireland. India
Mm-hmm.
happens to be the fastest growing European Union economy.
Okay.
India, on the other hand, is the fastest major economy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Ireland is a very significant hub of IT companies. 8 out of top 10 world's IT companies are based in Ireland.
Hmm.
Similarly, in pharmaceutical sector, in medtech sector, in biotech sector, in agriculture sector, in fintech and aviation, in cultural
Hmm.
creative industries, Ireland is a very, very significant player.
Hmm.
And same is with India.
Hmm.
India is a major player in IT, in pharma, in biotech, in agri-tech, in food processing, in art and culture, in films, entertainment.
Yeah.
Aviation is growth area. Infrastructure is a mega growth area. Renewable
Hmm.
energy is a huge growth area in India. So you look at like segments in which both Irish and Indian economies are thriving. So you see the parallel. And also another area is startup and R&D innovation. So
Okay.
Ireland is an extremely vibrant hub of startups, innovation, research and development, critical cutting edge research, uh,
Hmm.
and entrepreneurship. Same is India. India is now the third largest ecosystem of startups. We have
Hmm.
around 120,000 startups now.
Hmm.
In about 50, 60 different sectors, not just the e-commerce or IT or like communication related.
Yeah. True.
Very hardcore sectors, like real economy sectors,
Hmm. Hmm.
ground
Hmm.
level innovation. We see
Hmm.
through Indian startups, and also Indian startups are no longer concentrated in metropolitan areas. They are
Hmm.
thriving in
Hmm.
tier two, tier three cities. So
Yeah.
India's startup scene is extremely fascinating. India is home to third largest number of unicorns. So in this area also, I see interesting parallels. So
Okay.
as India's ambassador, my priority is to find the unique opportunities to leverage each other's strength.
Yeah.
And in this, you feel like I feel very excited that although we are great players in each sector, but our strengths are not in conflict. Our strengths
Hmm.
are in a real complementary mode. There is enormous opportunity for us to calmly sit together and join the pieces of jigsaw together and create something really beautiful. So all these sectors in which Ireland is strong, there is a corresponding opportunity for their linkage with India if there is a thoughtful matchmaking. So this is one aspect, like engaging both sides sectorally to identify niche opportunities to dovetail their strengths and come up with a sustainable business model in which both sides benefit. This is one approach. A second approach is that we have to have a broader connect. It's not like 5 million people of Ireland trying to engage with 1.4 billion people of India. That macro connection does not happen in real life. What we need is point to point connection. One Irish and one Indian, they sit together and have a discussion and find best way of working together. So we are focusing on broadening the engagement, broadening the conversation. No longer we are content with just Delhi and Dublin or DFA and Ministry of External Affairs linkage. We are exploring uh, engagements and connectivities and sharing of experiences, identifying opportunities in different sectors, different areas of under different line ministries. Also, we are looking at broader understanding of opportunities in India as well as in Ireland. So uh, uh, it's important to look at different counties. Each county of Ireland has its unique strength in terms of ecosystem of innovation, creativity, academic education, cultural heritage. So each county is different. So if you are able to identify granular, in a grounded manner, opportunities and strengths of each county, then we can accordingly find corresponding partners on Indian side in different provinces, different states. This is our fundamental approach, and in this we are very blessed to have Indian community about 80,000 strong. They are active in every segment, every sector of economy. They are active in every county in Ireland. So that is a natural link because they know Ireland, they know India. So I hope that each one in the Indian community becomes a catalyst, a nucleus of India-Ireland friendship, India-Ireland connect. So it's a very inspiring situation that we have in Ireland right now.
Okay, thank you, sir, for throwing a light on the opportunities and growth regarding this space. So it was really enlightening to know about all these sectors that you have talked about and the collaborations that can boom up by making the friendships and by connecting with the like-minded people of Indian diaspora and Irish people. So thank you so much for bringing this amazing point, and I'm very sure that the people who are going to watch this podcast are going to gain a lot of insightful answers and a lot of insightful information about these many opportunities and growth regarding this field. So, thank you so much, sir. So, now I would love to ask from you the second last question, which is what has been your most rewarding experience as the ambassador of India to Ireland?
As I said, I feel every day grateful to the people of Ireland for their hospitality, for their kindness and warmth that they extend to us. And every day I feel thankful to God that He gives me such fresh air to breathe. Uh, it's a great blessing that we often don't acknowledge. But at the people's level, I think one thing which really touches my heart is thinking on 23rd of June is the anniversary of the bombing of the Air India flight Kanishka in 1985. So, the in Cork County, Akista, there is a memorial, and the county, the people there, they hold every year memorial events, and I'll be going there again this year, and I have been twice there, and every time I go, I feel so overwhelmed by the natural warmth and hospitality and generosity of the people of Ireland. And I have met people who in '85 they were involved in the rescue operation and providing relief to the people and the family members. It's like beyond description. I met the sailor, the swimmer who, in a very cold weather, risked his own life going into the sea and finding if there are dead bodies or anyone who is alive. So, and also in '85, that area was not very developed, not very resourceful, but the spontaneous generosity of the people of that area, the community of that area, they opened their homes, they opened their houses, like they all the like people from the families who were affected, they came, landed, they had no place to stay, and but they were so kindly received, and the kind of assistance that the community provided. Though I come to know and meet people firsthand, so that is an example of the kindness of the Irish people which they have in their heart, and that will ever remain etched in my memory. I meet families who actually connected with the victims, and even after 30 years, they have that family feeling. One family I know from Mumbai, they come, and since 30 years they are staying with the same family. They come and they stay with the family.
Okay.
That is a very like emotional, unforgettable memory that I have of Irish people. And the second is about the Indian community in Ireland itself. Uh, I'm really inspired by the women in the Indian community. I was very delighted to read the CSO report that the Indian women, they have highest median weekly income. In terms of professionalism of Indian women in Ireland, they outperform their male counterparts. Indian women in Ireland earn 4% higher than Indian men. Also in terms of their extracurricular activities, I'm so touched, so inspired by their passion, their commitment, their like deep attachment to their own roots, cultural roots. And I must place on record my sincere gratitude to women who are going out to the community as volunteers, and they are teaching not only their own children their own language, Tamil or Malayalam or Kannada or Marathi, but they are also serving as volunteers to teach other families, children of other families. So this is an exemplary role model as a kind of teaching in a voluntary manner community children in their language, their tradition, their dance and music and crafts. So this is a like very inspiring, very touching experience that I have had. Also, I'm very like impressed by the young Indian students. We have a kind of series of events to meet the young minds, and so I get opportunity of meeting very young school children and how they are performing. So it's so refreshing to see that Indian students are performing so well. They are one of the best performers in the academics, but also they are very active on extracurricular front. Each one I meet has 3 or 4 different hobbies, whether it's sports or art and music or dance, and not only Indian dance, but also they are doing quite well in Irish dance, Irish music, Irish create painting. So this is a great story and very fascinating, very inspiring situation.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your beautiful experiences with us and covering all the various spheres that make you feel grateful every single day. Thank you so much. This was so nice to know. Sir, we are very near to the end of our interview. So now I would love to ask you the last question, which is there anything else you would like to share with our viewers about the Indian community in Ireland or your work as the ambassador here?
Thank you. First of all, I must say that like my first message would be to the Indian community in
Mm-hmm.
Ireland, to say that they must appreciate the
Hmm.
privilege of being in Ireland. I have myself served in 9 different countries and working in all continents. So I can
Yeah.
say that Irish people are very different, very unique, very special in terms of their welcoming, kind, compassionate,
Yeah.
friendliness. Their
Hmm.
nature is different. You can feel the difference of Irish people. And
Hmm.
also we are taking it for granted, but India and Ireland have been sharing deep solidarity. When we were
Hmm.
fighting for our independence, then
Hmm.
Ireland was a role model, a source of inspiration to our freedom fighters. When we were drafting our constitution, then the Irish constitution of 1937 was a very important template which was referred to very regularly by members of our constituent assembly. Uh,
Yeah.
so, so as Republican constitutions, we have a lot of natural connect, natural affinity. Uh, so,
Hmm.
so there is a lot of things, even in terms of functioning of democracy, in terms of innovation or in social engineering, in
Hmm.
creativity, in dealing with pluralism. There's a lot
Hmm.
of fascinating experiences and lessons that we can learn from each other.
Hmm.
So Indian community being embedded in Irish society
Hmm.
has a special like opportunity and also a special responsibility.
Hmm.
Uh, So I would like every single Indian community member, whether they are Indian passport holders or Indian origin Irish people, to
Hmm.
serve as a kind of light of a friendship and warmth and
Yeah.
goodwill and be ideal residents,
Hmm.
ideal citizens in Ireland, and never misuse the generosity of their generous hosts. And
Hmm.
also it is very important for each one to make a conscious effort to connect with the
Hmm.
society, connect with,
Hmm.
reach out to their Irish friends, and
Hmm.
spread the message of India, which is democracy, pluralism,
Yeah.
tolerance, spirituality, culture. So spread Indian values, Indian heritage, but also imbibe the positives from the Irish culture, from Irish society, their literature, their paintings. So it can be a mutually rewarding process of two-way sharing.
Hmm.
So if you have 80,000 people engaging in like grassroots level connection and sharing and learning, that could be a big power.
Hmm.
So I would like to see Indian community more active, more engaged, more like sharing, connecting, and spreading positivity
Hmm.
and goodwill for both sides. Second aspect is on our own side, as I mentioned, we are very proud as a team. We have a small embassy and a very small number of officers. I'm very delighted that the entire embassy staff is very committed, very professional, very like hardworking, very patriotic. So we are all very committed to providing all services in very transparent, timely, efficient manner. So we all are open to ideas. We are always accessible. If anyone has any issue, any grievance, any problem, so there's no need to hesitate. to write to us, to share ideas. Even criticism is welcome because we want to improve and do it better. So please don't hesitate. We are one team, and as our Prime Minister says, 1.4 billion families, family members. So we are all one, and we work together with the Indian community and Irish friends. We are always available.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for your beautiful insights. It has been an amazing conversation with you. The insights that you have shared, the topics that you have taken, and you have covered the small things that makes us very special as Indians here in Ireland, and the complementary connection of friendship with Irish people. So that's amazing, and I feel so honored for your presence today. And I'm very sure that this episode is going to be exceptionally amazing and informative for all the Indian people living, especially here in Ireland and in India as well. Thank you very much, sir.